Alright, this is my diversity video. So, I am totally fine with diversity, but one thing I noticed, even from a young age, and it literally goes back to one of the first videos I really remember getting into on my own without it being what my parents showed me or my dad showed me or anything like that, was Remember the Titans. And I know it's not completely, accurate, but what it always reminds me of is people want to find something they have in common with other people first, and then it diversifies from there. And I was just noticing from a young age they kept pushing diversity, and I would argue with my teachers even that from a young age that this was wrong because they wanted everyone to talk about how they were different. And I said that's not a good way to meet people, and I still think it's not. You find something you have in common with somebody, or even if it's something small, something minute. We all have something in common with someone. If you don't have anything in common with them, you're not going to want to hang out with them. And it may be that you both like to have deep discussions, and you have totally opposing viewpoints on every issue, but you enjoy the deep discussion. So there's something you have in common. So I firmly believe everyone has something in common. You just got to look for it. But that's how you go about meeting people. The reason I mentioned Remember the Titans is they all had a love for football. So it caused for them to come together. They ignored their differences. But then once they came together, once you make friends with someone, you find out about their differences. And some the differences you end up not liking, but then some you do. You're introduced to new things, and you get to make your decision on those new things. I mean, that's why America's a melting pot. Is we took the best of every culture that came here and made America out of it. And that's always been the case. You take the best of that culture and you find the commonalities. Now, again, you diversify afterwards. So you meet somebody who, down the street, you move in, and you and Jerry just do not get along on any issue. Just nothing. You guys there's nothing you have in common whatsoever. But you both love golf. You love watching golf, talking about golf, you love playing golf. You may not have anything else in common, and that's enough for you to have that bond that, at least every time you see him, you're like, hey, did you see the tour the other day on TV? Oh my goodness, so and so. I don't know common golfers right now. Couldn't believe he hit that drive. Like, you find something you have in common, and then you can grow closer to that person. And then it might be you find out, hey Jerry, I didn't realize that you and your wife are members for the card club. Oh yeah, well, me and Jane have been thinking about joining. We both like playing cards too. So and so on, so and so on. You find more and more in common that way, and the differences become less and less important because you start to see the person more as a person. So I've had no problem with diversity whatsoever. It's a wonderful thing. But anytime people tell you that our strength is diversity, it's a bit worrisome because the strength is our commonality. We find something we have in common with one another, and that's how you come together. And then it creates diversity. But you can't really do it the other way around, because that's when people end up getting upset with each other. Like, if you just come in straight up with, I'm a Giants fan, I'm a Cowboys fan, like, okay, you guys aren't getting along. You won't come in like, oh yeah, I'm a football fan. No, you're a fan of football, yeah. And then you can be like, what's your team? Oh, I'm a Giants, I'm a Cowboys, oh, blah, 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 blah. But you both came in as football fans, and it makes it much easier that way. Alrighty. God bless.